All right.
Hello, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, hello. We are the Lightning Bros. My name is Vincent Moore,
And I'm Louis Vega.
right? And we are here live on e-mprov, and we're about to do some improv for you all right now. To get going for our set, which we're very excited about, Louis.
Yeah, we're very, very excited about it. We've been,
We're,
yeah, talking a lot about it, talking a lot about our rooms.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. We've been learning a lot about each other.
Yeah.
So I guess to inspire our set, I'm just looking around my room for inspiration. And a word for me
Yeah.
is delusion.
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 Wow.
Yeah,
Okay. Thank you.
you got it. Yeah, you. No problem, man. Did you hear that too?
I I could have sworn I heard something. Yeah.
I think I think the raccoons are back in the attic. I think they are.
I think they're definitely back there. I heard the scuffle scuffle that sounded like a raccoon because I know, and I know that you know that we know that the squirrel is more of a pitter patter,
Sure, sure.
and the raccoon is like a scuffle.
There's a little scuffle because
Yeah.
it's the small hands. I think
It's a tiny raccoon hands.
it's the tiny raccoon hands, and they kind of like I'm imagining kind of like a little like almost like they're playing the piano only on the ceiling.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think about that. And you know what? Sometimes when I hear the noises, they have a music to them, you know?
Oh
You'll
yeah.
hear you'll hear like a little bit of a scuffle and then a break and then
Sure,
a
sure.
scuffle, scuffle, scuffle.
Scuffle. You know,
I thought,
okay. Well, sorry.
no, no, please go ahead.
You know, a lot of couples don't like going to bed and breakfasts and having this kind of very rustic kind of thing happen, experience. Like, I'm all about it. I'm all about bare bones bed breakfast. You know what I mean?
Me
Like,
too, absolutely. Like bare bones, like I want to be woken up by like, the cock crowing, by all the kind of rural stuff that I don't get on a daily basis. I mean, we live in the city, you know what I
we
mean?
live in the city, and you know what? Like you and I, we spend all our lives kind of on a train or doing whatever, and like this is our time to drive through the Hudson Valley and just get out and just get
Just get out of the city
out
for once, my
for once. And like
and
now,
really just experience how exciting everything is. I want to step out of that train
yes,
right into a big pile of manure, you know what I mean? I want to get in it,
yeah,
baby.
just really experience because it's a new thing for us. Like we both grew up kind of in semi-urban, forested places. Like you grew up in Portland, Maine. I grew up in
Oh man, you always forget this, and yeah, I think it was Vermont, was it not?
it was Big Sur.
It was a
Um,
Big Sur. Okay.
yeah, yeah. Oh God, sorry.
No,
I
well,
must have
listen, you
had
had a tough
bad
childhood.
association.
No, 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 you had a tough childhood. Don't beat yourself up about it, okay?
Yeah. Well,
I don't bring it up for a reason.
where you're from, or where I'm from.
Where you're from, because you
Oh,
you have a hard time remembering. Uh,
I'd rather leave that part of my life out. You know what I mean?
I know, and every time I try to pitch Vermont to you, a part of your brain corrects itself. But well, one of these days we will kind of land on Vermont as your hometown, hopefully.
I'm praying for the day where I will begin to at least accept the idea of me being from Vermont. But every time I hear it,
Uh,
I just have to, I go Big Sur, because it's
I
true.
know. Okay, well, yeah, it's the truth, and that's a hard evil to uproot.
It is, because it's the foundation of me, in a lot of ways. Like all my experiences, all of my times, like growing up on a cat ranch,
Right.
it was a hard time for me. You know what I mean?
I
With
know.
my allergies and all the
Oh, the
all.
cat. I know. I know. Trust me. I remember when we started dating. Even the sight of a cat had you screaming, and you kind of went into this place that looked like you locked yourself in your own mind.
Oh, do I do that? I black out. As I'm sure you like. I just like I don't know what I'm doing.
No, I know, sweetheart. This is not the first time we've had this conversation either about your blackouts. Yeah, you definitely do that. But look, hey, look. I love you, okay?
Love you too.
And we're out here because we're here to experience the fun.
Yeah, exactly. Get out of the city. I mean, like, you you work in publishing, and like I feel like your head's always in a book. It's always just like
Oh my
stuck in
God.
there.
It's always in a book. And sometimes ironically enough, I get out here and I feel the urge to want to read because there's really nothing happening. But then I remember that we have to go out and we have to experience different things, you know?
Yeah, I find it interesting because like what you do, all of your like work is actually what other people do for recreation. So when you go to recreate, you're working.
You know, for a spell last year, I was reviewing hammocks. I was one of the only people doing it, and you know what I mean. It gets to a point where it starts to feel more like a job and less like fun. So
Right.
I really like getting out here. I have to tell you, a part of my brain is still is kind of reviewing all the leisurely activities. You know.
And I'm sorry about that, but like I need to vacate. You know what I mean?
I know. You need it, okay?
Right, right.
Listen, you work on Wall Street. You got to get out of there.
Right, right. You know, I'm tired of ringing that bell. I'm just always just
You are the designated bell ringer. I'm very proud of that.
thank you, thank you. You know,
Yeah.
it is an honor. It is an honor. Sometimes I give it up for like Olympians or whatever, but you know, I'm the guy that's usually there, you know,
Yeah, night and day.
bringing in the capitalism. You know,
That's
but
exactly right.
hey, how about we make up the bed and get downstairs and see what we can scrounge up. You know,
Yeah, definitely.
great, great, great.
Okay.
Okay. Oh God, this tarp is okay.
I know this tarp is a little tough.
It was crunchy. It was crunchy to sleep on. I felt. You know what I mean?
I know, and but I'm proud that we did it. I'm proud that we refused the bed.
Right,
I'm
right.
proud that we kind of refused all the amenities. Um, if I if I had to review it, if you'll allow me, I would give it maybe eight out of 10, 8 out of 10 stars.
Wow, that's big.
It surprised me coming out of me. That's exceptionally high.
An 8 out of 10 is like I mean this is just to go over the description of what this bed is. It's a tarp
Sure.
over a bented nail board that probably was on a cellar door or was a
Yeah,
cellar door at one point.
yeah, that's right. And I still,
It's an
for
eight
some
out of
reason,
ten.
it's an 8 out of 10. That does seem high, but it came out of me naturally.
Then it's true. Then it's real.
This is how. Yeah, that's exactly right. This is how I do my reviews. They kind of come, bumbling out, and then I know how I truly feel
Right,
instead of
right.
thinking about it too much. You know.
I think that's great. I think that's great. I think like you gotta shoot from the hip. You know.
Yeah. By the way, what did you think about? Because I know that the lady who owns the place, she has a triangle down there, which
Oh,
she brings for breakfast.
yes.
What do you think about the tone of that? Is it, do you like it?
Do I like it? I
How
do
does it
like it.
how does it compare to Wall Street? I guess is my question.
Oh, as
The
a
Wall
bell,
Street
yeah,
Bell,
yeah, yeah,
as a
yeah.
bell.
Oh yeah, of course, of course. It's not screeching like an eagle of America in the way that the bell does at the Wall Street at the down there.
Sure,
Um,
sure.
and I feel empowered a great deal by ringing that bell in the first place.
Yeah.
But sure, like in a way, it's like calling it like, hey, up, come on, get it, come on, get it. It's a lot like what I do. But it's if I were to rate it, I'd give it I don't know, like a 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10.
I really didn't mean for that to come out that high. I really
That's
didn't.
high.
It's extremely high.
It's you.
Huh?
That's way high. You are harsh on bells.
I'm big time harsh on bells.
You're
I
harsh on. I would say. Correct me if I'm wrong. I would say you're harsh on noises at large.
I would say so. I would say so.
Yeah.
I remember when we were trying to sleep tonight. You have that ambient noise thing, and then you put on that. It was like that surf, like a surf. Noise.
Yeah, there's nothing like. See, now I'm starting to nod off. There's nothing like that song that just puts me to bed.
I can't believe that. I really can't believe that. That we listened to that for 7 hours.
On the way here, I know,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I appreciate that you allowed me to put a firm foot on the playlist. That was a lot of times to listen to that song, and then to also have to sleep through it.
I was happy to do it in a way because it led me to meditate a little bit. You know, because it's almost like a mantra. It's just
Right.
now, but now my mantra is whoa, 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 wipe out, and yeah,
Yeah.
it's just a little much. It's just a little much. That's all. That's all.
Okay.
Um,
Well, we'll see if we can't turn it down tonight. We'll
yeah.
turn it down
Oh,
a
that'd
little
be.
bit.
I'd really like
I
that.
I'd still like to play it, and I appreciate that you're allowing it to be on in the background right now.
I
It's kind of soothing.
would you mind if I change it just for a second?
You know what? You know what? This is a weekend getaway. This is a compromise. Yes, absolutely.
Okay, cool.
Just for a second. Yeah.
Okay, so there's pine forest. Let's see what else. There's the Arctic, and then there's
Okay.
there's
Maybe is
seashore.
there
There's seashore, the California seashore.
the California? Is there maybe something that and this is a hard description, but is there? Are you? No, sweetheart, 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 sweetheart. Hey, hey, no, 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 sweetheart, sweetheart,
Yeah.
sweetheart. Hey,
What?
hey, hey,
What?
hey.
What?
It's
What?
okay. It's me.
What?
It's me. It's me, Suzanne. Okay, we're here. Okay, you're from Vermont.
No, I'm not. I'm not from Vermont.
Oh God. Oh God. So close. I thought for sure.
For a second, I thought so too. I really did. I thought I was like, oh, finally, I can accept that it's Vermont. And then I said, no.
Really? Because that seemed like a very quick response. The minute I said we're from Vermont, you instinctually said no.
There's a part of my mind that wants to grab at that and hold it and put it as a truth, but it's just not happening.
It won't happen, huh?
Sorry, I had a flashback. I didn't mean to.
It's okay.
Just so many cats in those shaps. Cats and shaps.
So many cats, okay? I know, but we're far away from cats now, okay? Now, what you were doing, I think you blacked out. What you were doing before was you're going to put Wipeout back on. You shut it off for a sec.
Oh, okay. Where's the time to go to bed?
No, I just want to kind of have it low. I actually have on that CD, track 3 is a Wipeout remix. So that's Wipeout overlaid over Wipeout at a different tempo.
Okay. So okay, I'm just gonna find it.
Yeah,
Okay.
so that's
Ooh.
track 3, yeah.
Yeah, this is nice.
Kind of sounds like a bunch of noise, but that will keep me awake. You know what I mean?
So this is Wipeout playing over Wipeout?
This is Wipeout playing over Wipeout at a different speed, that's right.
Wow. Well, hey, I feel like if I'm traveling with a guy that knows how to relax, then I'm gonna follow suit.
Yeah. I like what I like.
Yeah, you certainly do. You certainly do.
Yeah.
Well, how about some breakfast? Does that sound good?
Yeah, let's go downstairs. Let's head downstairs for breakfast. That sounds nice. Oh, do you hear? I could have sworn I heard them again as we were coming down.
The coons? The raccoons?
Yeah, the raccoons. Sworn it.
I feel like sometimes, now, correct me if I'm wrong,
Sure.
I don't know if this bed and breakfast is inhabited. Like, okay, so like, of course it's inhabited, right? Because it's a standing house.
Sure.
But we did arrive here at night, and
Mm-hmm.
there aren't many windows that still have glass in them.
We had to kick in the door.
We did.
Yeah.
But this was like 18 years ago. This was one of the most happiest bed and breakfasts this
This
side of
was-
the Hudson Valley.
This was described. I remember you and I read the review together as one of the most hoppinest bed and breakfasts. Okay.
Yeah.
And that's why we went out here. I did find it a little weird that no humans were here. There were a lot of animals.
Yes. When like that bear was sleeping in the fridge.
He was right in the fridge. And we're gonna need to get that fixed because I'm gonna want to refrigerate some teas that I like, but he's
Wait, you're gonna refrigerate teas?
teas, TEA.
Right. Yeah. Oh, like an
Yeah,
iced tea, like an iced tea.
like an iced tea. That's right.
When I think tea, I think hot. Always.
You think hot
Always
tea, I know.
Immediately.
Let's not get into this again because we are going to be here night and day if we talk about which kind of tea. I always knew it.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. We shouldn't do that. I'm sorry.
That's okay. It reminds me of our first date.
Really?
Yeah. It reminds me. Do you remember? You got the hot tea and I ordered the cold tea at the same time.
It was like literally the same. The waiter was like,
The
And
waiter,
then
then
we
we
did like,
asked,
and I interrupted. I said, "I'll have the hot tea,"
and then I interrupted at the same time and said, "I'll have the cold tea."
and we both looked at each other.
And we said, "Oh boy."
Yeah. Well, clearly we're in love.
Yeah, clearly we're in love. That's right.
Yeah.
Opposite kind of tea preferences attract.
Yeah. I think so. I think so. I mean, like it's something that you are consuming to relax you, and it's like, well, if that's the case, then something that you love, right, would want to do the same thing, make you feel warm inside.
Right. That's exactly right.
I don't know. I don't know. It's just something I thought about. Um, but yeah, no. But to go back to my concerns,
Yeah.
just because I stepped in like a rust puddle, I feel like this might be more rustic than we might have bargained for.
Yeah, I had a feeling about that. I was kind of soldiering on for the both of us, but I'm glad you spoke up.
Okay, good, good, good.
Because I do agree. I will say now that in hindsight being 2020, listening to the raccoons, it does sound like they're mating up there.
I mean, and I know just from my experience of growing up in big.
No, no, no. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Come on. Dun, 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 dun. Honey, honey, are you okay?
Yeah, what was that? What happened?
You blacked
I blacked
you
out?
blacked out. Yeah, and here we are in Vermont. Okay, we're in lovely,
That's
lovely.
not true. That's not even close to
Oh
being true.
boy. Oh boy. One of these days I'll get you.
I can't. I really want to be gotten to. Just trust me.
I
Uh,
know, I know. You're a tough customer when it comes to that, though.
no, no, I'm sorry. I'm trying to remember. Oh yeah, oh yeah. I think we were talking about raccoons or something, right?
Yeah, we were talking about raccoons. Are you okay?
Yeah, no,
Is everything okay? Okay, maybe we should start. Let's just you know what I'll do? I'll put my sweater over the tarp puddle that's covering. There it is. Okay.
oh,
I'll
thank
put
you.
my sweater down over it just so we don't have to keep stepping over.
Yeah, thank you, thank you. I do appreciate that. That's a very sweet gesture. It's very gentlemanly.
Oh, of course, you know.
Yeah.
I try I do what I can.
By the way, sweetheart,
Yeah.
just looking around, like I feel like there's an awful lot of graffiti, isn't there?
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of graffiti. It looks like some of it I can't make out. But some of it says help. I see
Right,
some of it here in red. It says help.
right.
Another thing says don't sleep in here.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means.
Well, I remember when we drove in, our headlights went up, and we saw over the door it said "Turn around, don't
It's
enter
a
this place."
don't enter this place. And we thought that was charming. I think we thought that
Yeah,
was part of the theme, you know.
yeah, yeah, yeah. You know, because in New York we have dinner at Times Square every 3 weeks, and like this is like kind of like a fun thing too. It's like, oh, this must be themed in a particular way.
In a certain way, that's right. And I like that we have dinner there so frequently.
We really we are. It's fun to be a regular someplace, you know, where they know
Yeah.
your name.
And it's an interesting. I feel like 3 weeks is the perfect time because week one, like post having dinner there, week one we're kind of like off of the Times Square high.
Right.
Week two we get to sort of miss it, forget it about it, and then week three. I mean, we have a calendar, we count down. Week three to Sunday, we're ready to go right back to Times Square.
I'm
Times Square.
having two vampire martinis, which are dark blood clot, you know, like little looking things. I mean,
Oh,
it's an
you and your
evil.
Vamptinis.
Oh, I love them. I love them so much. I mean, how many other places are like a 24-hour to a 24/7, you know, like Halloween restaurant? I mean,
I know.
it's like perfect.
It's perfect, and that's one of the things we bonded on. I remember that we wish that Halloween were year round.
Yeah, yeah,
You know?
absolutely. I do also I remember like being there though. Most recently, I feel like you were writing down a lot of stuff. I feel like you were like,
I was reviewing a little bit.
yeah, you were reviewing a little bit.
I was reviewing a little bit, yeah.
But you know, I feel like that kind of a keen eye though. Like you must have a deeper appreciation than anyone else.
Definitely. And I mean, I love being scared. I love that in the middle of our meal, someone will sneak up and kind of scare us while we're eating. I love that. And I would give the last scare that we had probably just off the top like a 10 out of 10.
The 10 out of 10? A
Whoa.
top scare.
Uh,
What?
whoa, hold on. Sorry, did I just say 10 out of 10?
Yes, you did. You said 10
I
out of 10.
Oh my! I've never given a score. I think I blacked out. I've never given a score that high.
There's the ultimate scare, so you've never been more scared in your life than a man dressed in like loose makeup trying to grab at you at a dinner?
Yeah, that is literally the scariest thing that could happen to me.
That's
Is a
it?
man in a man in shoddily put on makeup scaring
Like
me during the middle of my dinner.
barely on, kind of like almost like a misfit, like painted
Yeah, like a
skull.
misfit. Like he came into work without it, and the boss was like, "Hey, we gotta throw some makeup on,"
Yeah,
and he
yeah,
rushed
yeah.
to the back and kind of did a rush job.
He,
That
he, mhm.
Yeah, sorry.
No, no, he just looked like one of those like goons from Batman Forever. That's like, and then
Yeah,
like with the biker gang and stuff.
yeah. And you know how much I was very scared by Batman Forever. That
I
movie scared me.
I've never clutched a man's eye sockets as hard as I had with you.
And I appreciate that you know that that's my calming down. If you push as hard as you can on my eye sockets, that I start to relax.
Well,
A
that's the
lot
thing.
of
Like
a lot of people find that kind of pressure painful and kind of excruciating, but I love it.
you were saying in the theater, blind me! I can't take this anymore. I'm too scared.
That's right. I was screaming, "Blind me!" And some people got upset by that, but hey,
Yeah, because most of that time was like when Alicia Silverstone was talking to Alfred. Like I don't understand exactly. I don't know.
if I could understand my deepest fears, maybe I would better overcome them. But
Well, yeah.
sometimes things just come out. They
Well,
they
no.
they bring things out in you, and you sort of go into a state which you're not responsible for.
No, trust me. I mean, if anyone was to understand, going into a different state when something's brought up, like for me, like with Big Sur.
Like, oh no. Oh, hey, sweetheart, hey.
Hey,
Hey, I was just grabbing the maple syrup. We were gonna go out and hit the slopes. We're here in Vermont, so I figured we would start over there.
hold it,
And we,
hold it, hold
wait,
it.
oh,
There's no way we're in Vermont right now. No way, no way. I'm sorry.
sweetheart, I mean, come
No,
on.
I really, honestly, it's one of the most important things about what you are to me is someone that cares that much to keep trying to push that, but it's just not happening. It's a huge roadblock. I'm sorry. I blame myself for it.
I don't blame you for it. We go into these states sometimes, Like if I could, that freak out that you just had, out of like 20, I would probably give that a 25 out of 20.
Wait. My freak out was a 25 out of 20?
Sorry, what did I?
You said
What did I
20.
just say?
I think you said 25 out of 20.
I said 25 out of 20?
I'm pretty sure.
Oh my God, I'm sorry. I blacked out. I don't remember giving that review just now.
You exceeded 100% by a very high margin.
Also, why did I pick 20?
I
I wonder
never
why
did
I
20.
didn't do 10 or 100 or even 50.
But you're shooting from your hip, and I gotta say, like that feels to me that feels amazing. You know what I mean?
I know, and you know what? Fits and all, I can't leave you. I can't leave you, and I can't, where else would I be? Here with my beautiful, beautiful boy, and in beautiful wintry Vermont. So I'm gonna grab the eggs.
Wait, hang on a
And
second. We're not in Vermont, real quick, but I agree with everything you said before that. I'm sorry.
Ugh.
Hey, you know what? Like, I feel like a real buzzkill. Honestly, I really do. Why don't we go into the kitchen and just make ourselves something? Does that sound good?
Yeah, that sounds good. Let's see what we can whip up.
Okay, great.
Right? No Keurig here, right?
No, not at all. Oh, the bear's still alive! Oh God!
Oh God!
Oh
Oh my
God!
God!
Oh Jesus!
Oh my God!
Oh,
Oh, no!
there is no say. There is only death. There is only death. All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. That is our set. That is our set. We are the Lightning Bros.
Thank you.
Thank you so much to Terry Withers and to e-mprov. My name is Vincent Moore.
My name is Louis Vega, and there are a lot of more improv sets, I'm sure, that happen before us, and they're up for a short while after, or maybe not a short while, maybe a long while. I think it's 24 hours. So please watch the other sets that we're on tonight. And thank you for tuning in.
Yeah, thank you. See you next time.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.